Good morning. It is July 11th, and I am standing in front of the Pine Grove Furnace General Store. Uh, this used to be a gas station a long time ago. This is where you do the half-gallon challenge. You will eat a half gallon of ice cream, which you pay for. It's not free. Uh, then they basically give you a little wooden spoon. I watched a lady finish hers off yesterday. She did pretty well. There was one other lady that finished hers off, and she pretty much vomited it right back up when it was done. All that for a spoon and to say that you did it. I mean, if you want to, I guess. I'm currently closed. I'm over here. I ate breakfast in peace and quiet and topped off my water right there. Oh, let's see here. So I ended up making it 9 miles here yesterday. Uh, Leg did okay. I don't know, I guess. It's not swollen too bad this morning, and it actually feels better today than it did yesterday. We'll see how that goes when I start hiking. There was a lot of burning on the outside of that leg yesterday, and still, I'm convinced that what the doctor said about it being a tendon or even that muscle being strained is what it is. I had one guy try to tell me it's my shin splints. Well, it's not my shin. It's nowhere close to my shin. So it's not shin splints. But anyway, it's 20 miles to Boiling Springs. I was supposed to be at Boiling Springs last Wednesday. Uh, I was supposed to be here last Tuesday. Uh, I'm not about to just say I'm going to do those 20 miles to Boiling Springs because it may not happen. Realistically, I'm going to try and do about 9 or 10 miles and see how I feel. I was up early enough. I should have already been hiking. But I mean, I just sat around, ate breakfast, and just kind of enjoying myself and the peace and quiet. Uh, there's a lot of flooding going on north of here still. I seen where Bear Mountain in New York was closed because of the flooding. So there is no hurry or no rush to make it that far north. Um, a lot of rain still coming down in Vermont. If it's in Vermont, it's going to be close to New Hampshire. It's going to be in Maine. To what severity, don't know. But either way, if you're too far north right now, you're walking in a river, and I'm not doing all that. The fact is, I've had to sit here and think about this kind of realistically, and I don't want this hike to end. And I said it yesterday. I know me. I know that if I do not complete this, then I'll end up starting all back over when I can do it again. Because I mean, it's just what I want to do. And I was actually talking to one of the guys that runs the museum here. Unfortunately, it was closed. They're doing some work, and it is volunteer based, so you never know exactly how many days during the week it's going to be open. Right now, they're trying to do like Mondays and Tuesdays closed. Later in the year, they said it'd probably be more like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday closed. So I didn't get to go in the museum. Didn't get to take any pictures or film anything. Um, and I jokingly said, "Well, that's okay. I'll stop in my next hike." And we were talking, and he was like, "It took me 2 years to finish the trail," and he was okay with that. And there's a lot of people that are okay with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just me. It's me personally. I have to be happy and satisfied with this when it's over. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Sucks to even have to talk about it out loud, but I mean, it kind of is the reality that we're always one step from going home, like literally one step from going home. And a bunch of little issues have been coming up. Yesterday, after I filmed what little bit of intro slash update what was going on, I think I pulled my camera out once to get a picture of the halfway mark, and then I took a picture of the old halfway mark. Um, and that was it. I mean, I was more concerned with just trying to make those 9 miles, and I was doing good to make 2 miles an hour. There were areas where I could go faster. There were areas I had to go slower. Um, I'm just going to take it easy and kind of ease back into it, and hopefully this will mend itself. I can't say that the KT tape helped a lot as I went on. I still have it taped up pretty good, trying to stabilize that ankle tendon area, and yeah, like I said, can't tell that it helped, can't tell that it didn't help. Um, it, Time will tell. That's all I can say. All right, so I've topped off my water, got some breakfast in me, and I'm about to get out of here. I did stay at the Iron Mansion hostel last night. That is a beautiful place. It's an amazing old building. The caretaker asked me, she's like, "Where do you want to stay at?" And she said, "Most people won't go upstairs." And I said, "I'll go upstairs." That's fine. It's quiet. And it was like $25 for a bunk. And we were joking about it being haunted, and she goes, "Oh, well, yeah, the last caretaker said that there are 3 women and a cat that stay on the second floor." She did tell me she had never seen them. Yeah, no ghosts, no boogers, no kitty cats running around. As a matter of fact, when I went to sleep, I didn't wake up till this morning, and that's not common. And it did fill up last night. I mean, there was a lot of hikers came in, so I'm right back in a bubble, and I don't particularly care for that. That makes for dirty privies. That makes for a lot of half-heartedly dug and covered up cat holes when you go to tent sites. That means that when you go into town for a resupply, if you have to buy anything, there's a chance things are going to be bought out or picked over pretty good. And these are not speculations. These are not my opinions. This is all stuff that I've seen firsthand out here. This is where Pine Grove Furnace gets its name. This is, in fact, an old iron furnace. Let's see if I can back up. This thing's huge. This is what remains of it. So this is where they would have kept the kiln started, or kept it lit, I should say. And they would have fed iron ore and coal and charcoal in from the top, from up there. There would have been a bellow system that would have kept air. I doubt it would have been up that high, I'm not sure, but they would have had a bellow system to where they could force air into the lower furnace, increasing the heat so they could actually break down the coal and the iron ore and make iron. I am not 100% sure, but they're supposed to be. There was a spot where there was a huge water wheel, and that's what would actually operate the bellow system. Yeah, so this kind of shows you how it would work. Wheel would turn, that right there would be your bellows, forcing air in. There's several of these around this area. I went by one on my way to here, actually. Caledonia State Park has one. And there's another one that I can't think of the name of it. So this is the third one that I've actually been by, but that's the first one I've stopped at. So there is a lot of camping between the AT up to Pole Steeple. And note for future self, or anybody happens to see this that thinks about coming up here, camel up. It's only roughly 3 miles from the park. That's not that far to carry some water. Camp up here, and you will have an amazing sunset. This is a busy road. You can see the sign right there behind me. That is the Green Mountain General Merchandise Store. I did end up getting me a Philly cheesesteak, and it was kind of tasty. That's all I had. And I got me a Coke to go. Now, I'm going to try something kind of stupid today that I shouldn't do. Hiking's been pretty easy so far. Leg is doing okay. It burns every now and then. That's the only way I can explain it, is it burns. And they did tell me it's possible there was some nerve damage. They said it could take months for that to straighten out. Guess we'll find out. Because right now, I'm still able to walk. So that's what I'm gonna do. Did I mention this was a busy road? Okay, I had to get off that road so I could talk. What I was saying is it's 12 o'clock. It's roughly 10 miles to Boiling Springs. Overall, it's supposed to be pretty easy. And since it's so early, I'm just gonna kind of take my time and try to make it there this afternoon. The reason I'm doing this is because we have weather coming in on Thursday. I have to go to the post office in Boiling Springs tomorrow, and that'll put me getting out of town kind of late and making it to Duncannon probably on Thursday, where there is a church that will let you stay, and it's 100% donation based. We're going up and over. this. I just came down. There are 2 arrows. We're going right back into this maze. HE South, HE North. Arrow that goes by this way. Yes, you absolutely can come right through here and bypass all that. But why would you want to? I mean, that was actually kind of fun. I won't be able to record a lot of this because it's going to take both hands to get through here. But we are going up, through and over, all the way back over in there. See the blaze on the top of the rock right there. This is kind of fun. Alright, so since I have some shade, that's urban. We're hiking right through here, right up to the road, and we're going to hang a left. Go into town. There's nothing in town, but that's where we're headed. The trail goes right through it. This is pretty freaking cool. Awesome. And here is another furnace. We are in Boiling Springs, but it is almost identical to the one at Pine Grove Furnace. This one even comes with its own